Ready?
Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
The problem is all inside your head, she said to me. The answer is easy, you take it logically. I'd like to help you with your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover.
Said it's really not my habit to intrude. Furthermore, hope the meaning won't be lost or misconstrued. So I'll repeat myself at the risk of being crude. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the bag, Jack.
Make a new plan, yeah.
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
I'm on the bus, Gus.
Don't need to discuss much.
Just drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free.
Slip out the back, Jack.
Make a new plan, Stan.
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
Hop on the bus, Gus.
Don't need to discuss much. Drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free. She said it grieves me so to see you in such pain. There's something I could do to make you smile again. I said I appreciate that. Would you please explain the 50 ways?
She said, why don't we both just sleep on it tonight? And I believe in the morning you'll begin to see the light. Then she kissed me, and I realized she probably was right. It must be
50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. Just look out the back, Jack.
make a new plan, Stan.
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
Hop on the bus, go.
Don't need to discuss much.
Just drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free.
Slip out the back, Jack.
Make a new plan, Stan.
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
Hop on the bus, Gus.
Don't need to discuss much.
Just drop off the
key, leave, and get yourself free. Just look out the back, Jack.
make a new plan, Stan.
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
Hop on the bus, Gus.
Don't need to discuss much.
Just drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free.
Slip out the back, Jack.
Make a new plan, Stan.
Don't need to be coy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
Hop on the bus, Gus.
Don't need to discuss much. Drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free.
Don't need to be.
So here I am, I get fired from my job for doing the right thing. It doesn't matter, I still don't have a job. My wife and I just knocked down a wall in our house. We were remodeling our house.
Yeah.
And then
Priced in there.
a week later, found out that she's pregnant, having a baby. So like life was,
changes like
oh
that,
my
right?
God.
I find that all the time. Like there'll be like one weekend you can target. You know, we talked about musically. you can't find one thing that really changes things. But I feel like in life, like I've had it multiple times where it's like I could target one specific weekend or a week where like just everything flipped exactly like that.
Exactly it. So I started like frantically, you know, now I'm going to be a father. I'm frantically sending out my resume all day long, and then at nighttime it was like I was putting in 10-hour days because I'm like I work. So like you can imagine, I'm just applying everywhere I could think of, and
Not even passion stuff, just like
I
someone
mean,
with a paycheck.
passion stuff, and also things that like seem like okay, I can get work quickly. You know, a multitude.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I found an incredible job that is more in the passion and like a creative thing that I love. But in finding that, there was about 2 or 3 weeks where it was just scary as hell.
I believe it.
And Pete, who was playing drums in this new version of the band, he is a veteran, and he has a situation where he just plays music all the time now. So he's always down to play and loves music, and he was great about being like, all right, let's go out and jam. So we started going to open mic nights just to like help me blow off steam, because I was also kind of just like freaking the
I
F
believe
out.
that you need the
Yeah, and like I always said to myself, like I could just play if I always have my guitar, you know, and I've done it before, so like I can find at minimum
go
I'll
hustle
go
and
exactly.
just, like, make $100 at a time.
Exactly.
$200
I
at a
can
time.
stack it up and like
Yeah.
get us through a couple more months if I have to. But the
That's
one
hard too, though, because you got to book out.
exactly.
So it's not like
it
it's
wasn't
like you
I was
can't
like
turn
call
money
up the phone and
tomorrow.
be like, I'm going to the
Yeah.
And that's why we went to open mic nights. And then after our set ended, like our 10-minute set, we went out on the street. It was a warm night in Pittsburgh, and the very first night is the first episode of Spare Change.
Oh wow, okay.
So I
So
turned
that
on
was
my
impromptu. It wasn't
yeah, it was.
premeditated.
Oh no, not at all. The whole thing was spontaneous, and really the reason I was filming was because the band. I thought we were going to start doing more gigs and stuff. So I was
So
like,
you
let me start
press
doing
kit stuff?
content.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy came up asking for spare change, and I just gave him all the money we had earned. And the crazy thing about it is like we had been making some cash. And I was like, well, at least I can make some cash, right?
Right.
But the second this gentleman came up to me and was like, do you have any spare change? I was like, have all of it, man. And he was like, whoa. He was just like, did not expect that. And he went about his night, and that's when I started filming. Because his reaction was so wild.
Yeah.
And then that's how it all began.
So that was without a name, without a premise, none of that. It was
No.
just like, hey, and that it's kind of really amazing that like in a time of need, you knew someone else was needier. And I feel like that's that's kind of one of the Gary Vee things is like give even when you need, give and it pays back. And I feel like Spare Change has definitely paid back in the idea, like the concept of it, and then obviously through hard work, but also like when you saw the authenticity of the moment and you realized, oh, there's something here.
Well, the big thing is like the next day again. I had all the time in the world, so I posted the video online, and the crazy thing is like in high school my nickname was Spare Change.
Oh, really?
It was like a joke nickname. My friend Jeff and I had like a fake rap group. Like we didn't really rap at all. We just thought it was like a funny thing.
Yeah, you sit with your buddies. You're like,
Yeah,
they start a band called this, and all the names would be like this, and we could
exactly
like
that.
this.
And I was Spare Change, and it stuck. Even like in college, friends would call me Spare Change.
So this is like full circle.
So it's so freaky that this is even a thing, or that like people ask me about Spare Change because it like has this long history back to Lancaster, and now it's this amazing thing, and it's got so much that I love, like between being able to play music, now meeting all these amazing musicians, and then this philanthropy that we get to do.
Yeah.
Learning, because I worked at a nonprofit before, the job I got fired from.
Okay.
And the great thing now is like we were so pigeonholed in that group that it was like our mission, and now I get to learn about all these nonprofits and find ways to help in a lot of different causes and learn about what they do, and like have the audience sort of learn through us what this group does, and then hopefully along the way people find new bands they like, find new charities to support.